We continue 1.1 and looking at inequality, but this time we're going to be looking at inequality of fractions. So as you recall, no matter what the number is, what kind of number it is, as we go from right to left, as we go in this direction, the numbers get smaller. And as we go from left to right, the numbers get bigger. Okay, let's take a look at some first examples. Well, what I want to start with is something that we already know. I think all of you would agree that, yeah, 1/2 equals 2/4. And check this out. If we cross multiply 1 times 4 and then we put the result down here, we would get 4. Again, if we cross multiply going this way, 2 times 2 and put the result here is 4. And how do those two numbers compare? Well, 4 equals 4. So whatever the numbers are that you get down here, their relationship is going to hold for the relationship of the fraction. So let me clear this out a little bit so we can see if it's an equals down here, it's going to be an equals in here. Likewise, you probably already know that 1/2 is less than 3/4. So let's see if that works again using our cross multiplication. 1 times 4 gives us 4. 3 times 2 gives us 6, and 4 is less than 6, and without all that red stuff there, let's get rid of that. That's the relationship with the fractions. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It was less than. One more time to really convince you that this works. I think we'll agree that 5/8 is bigger than 1/4. So let's try our cross multiplication. We would do 5 times 4, and you have to put it over here on the right, 20. And then going the other way, 1 times 8, and putting it over here, we would get 8, and definitely 20 is bigger than 8. Let's get rid of that, and that's what we had to begin with. It's what we already knew. Okay, so now that we've seen how that works, we can use that to decide if two fractions are equal, if the one on the left is less than, or if the one on the left is greater than the one on the right. So just 3 examples here. So we're going to determine which of these 3 symbols to put between these 3 groups of 2 fractions. So you'll notice everything's a negative here, because I want to get a little practice with negatives. So we go, okay, how do we determine in this first case if -5/9 or -8/11 is bigger or smaller, or if they're equal? So we go, okay, we're going to multiply across, and that result goes over to the other side. We would get a -55. And then likewise, we multiply going this way, and we would get a -72. Now with negatives, we got to be kind of careful, so I'm going to go back to the number line. Since they're both negatives, let's put 0 over here. Where would we find -55 and where would we find -72? Well, as we go from 0 to the left, we would first come across -55, and then eventually we would hit -72. So can you see -55 is greater than -72? So let me clear all of this out. So we can say, all right, then of those 2 fractions, the first one is greater than the second one. We did it. Okay, let's do a couple more. 7 times 13, we put right here, a -7 times 13 would be a -91. I'll multiply that out for you. Going across this way, we would get a -80. So if we just take one more look at our number line, here's 0. Everything to the left of it is negative. So if we go from 0 down this way, which one are we going to come to first? Yeah, we're going to come to -80, and then we will come to -91. So -91, it's to the left of -80, so it is less than. So we know, if we clear out this space, that those 2 fractions, the first one is less than the second one. And we have that one finished. Next one, you know what I'm going to do. What number goes here? 6 times 12 is 72, so we're going to get a -72. And then over here we would multiply negative 8 times 9 and also get a negative 72. These two numbers are equal, so those two fractions are equal. Wow, I hope that's a new trick for you guys. That's an easy way to compare fractions. Okay, I will see you in the next video.